guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Cosmetic Crazed, and this is just where I come on here and talk about beauty and health and just do vlogs and all kinds of random things that are just my life. So today I am doing some work for Cosmetic Crazed. I'm getting my July issue for Face magazine, my digital beauty magazine that I started in May. Getting that set up, and we're going to be selecting some stories and getting some ideas today. So this is normally how I do it. Today is June 12th. So normally it's this is around the time that I do start working on the next issue, just because I normally release the issue the first to second week of the month. Yeah, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about though, because I haven't talked about it here on my channel, I did in May launch my first ever digital beauty magazine. Yay. And it was kind of a random decision that I made. Well, not really random. Back in high school, I wanted to make a beauty magazine, and I just didn't really know how to do it because I was just starting my page, Cosmetic Crazed, on Instagram, and I just didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. I just knew that I wanted to have a beauty page where I could talk about makeup, and so it was just kind of an idea that I put on the backboard for a really long time, and then I just thought about it back in May, and I was like, I have time and I have things that I want to talk about, and I know how to do it with my degree and just playing with things online over the years and just being a content creator. So I create the whole thing in Canva, and yeah, that's really just it. I'm still learning. It's awesome being an editor-in-chief. I love saying that shit. It's just as awesome as me being able to say I'm a CEO, or, you know, that I'm a founder, or, you know, I launched my own digital magazine and I'm the editor-in-chief. Like, when you get to give yourself those titles, honey, like, nobody can tell you nothing. And that is literally my goal, which is why I want to share it with you all. I want you guys to know that you do not have to wait for your place in this world to be established. You can establish yourself, okay? Everything that is on my resume that is not academic is me being a self-starter. I went to college, started my own makeup club because there was no makeup club on campus. And then I turned my blog into a business and made it an LLC 2 years ago. And now I'm starting my beauty magazine, and soon enough I'm going to be starting a social movement. I'm actually getting it started, the Cosmetic Clan. Go follow me on Instagram if you are not already, and we'll talk more about that on there. And I also will be making a separate video soon about that, because it's really important and really interesting stuff, and we need to act right now, as we already know. So you could do anything that you want to do. You do not have to wait for somebody to give you credit or permission or authority. You do not have to wait for somebody else to establish you. You make your own space in this world. And one thing to remember about that is that as you're creating your space, it's not going to be overnight, okay? I've been doing what I'm doing for 7 years, and I'm just now starting to get a little bit of the attention that I literally deserve. So don't be disheartened. Just keep putting work into your craft and everything will fall into place. So this is the cover of the last issue that I had. So let me zoom out a little, that way you all can see. So I create everything in Canva, and this is the June issue. So this is actually Liv Morales Beauty. I found her on Instagram. I followed her for a while and I love her work, and I found this picture while I was scrolling on Instagram, and I had to slide in her DMs and say, look, honey, this is art right here, and I would love to put you on the cover. I also gave her a feature in the magazine. So this is just how I do it. I select the picture, and then after I get all of my stories, I just put in all of the I guess you could say taglines, the clickbait, whatever you want to call it. I normally just go through and put all of the pages where I want them to and pick layouts and formats. None of these pages ever stay exactly how they are. I do use the templates just to start. and then I change all of the page colors. So I've already gone through and changed like the text color and the page color on some of these. So you could see like the black and white is not finished. There's also all these random articles and writings and stuff in there, but I just really pick the layout of the magazine. And not all of these pages make it. It depends on how many stories I have. But the issues normally, well, the first 2 issues at least, were 5 to 6 pages. I'm thinking I won't ever go over 10 pages just because I don't want it to be something that's too long, that's not going to be engaging. I want all of the pieces that go into this magazine to draw somebody's attention and to educate people, whether it be on something cosmetics related or sustainability or women's health or anything. That's what the magazine is about. It's about women's health. It's about beauty. It's about ethically and socially responsible companies. And it's just a space where we get to come learn, talk about beauty, and I try to include at least one research piece in each issue, or at least that's what the goal is. Last month, the research piece was on infertility and cosmetics, because if you don't know, the FDA doesn't regulate any of the cosmetics, any of the ingredients, any of the production processes, any of the any of the testing or anything like that. That is not controlled by the FDA. That is completely up to the brands to handle on their own and be responsible for, which we all know that they just don't. And it's also different for Black women. We have higher toxic chemicals in our hair products and our skin products. In general, like anything with talc in it, it runs a risk of having asbestos in it, which is a condition that affects the lungs and the ability to breathe properly. So there's just so many things that people just don't know about, and that's the point of the issue. So here are the first 2 issues of Face. So I'm gonna open this one. This is the May issue, and I have this fire picture that I took a couple months ago, and I just put that one on the cover because I didn't have anything else. But absolutely loved it. It was just introducing the magazine, so it just had your digital beauty destination and then the editor's note, and then this was kind of talking about just me and everything that was going on with COVID and finding a new normal. This one was about my journey through cosmetics, and then we just had just one piece on beauty serums just to kind of get the conversation going and set the tone of the magazine. And then Hall of Face is actually something that is in every issue. So what it is basically highlighting brands that are sustainable, that are natural or clean cosmetics, that are giving back to their community, to their consumers, and helping with the environment, and basically not contributing to waste, which is excessive plastic or having unfair labor laws or animal cruelty and testing and things like that. Some brands also have like you can bring back empties so that you're not just throwing away products and containers and things like that. When you're finished with them, you go back and refill them to halt the contribution to excessive waste on the earth. So in the second issue, I actually like the second issue so much better, and I hope that it continues to get better with each month. But you already saw the cover, so then this was how I did the editor's note with a table of content, so everyone knew what stories were in the magazine in the beginning. And then here, so you can see that the layout is different every time. I don't want it to be kind of a repetitive thing where you kind of know what's going to be in the magazine. I want it to be a different layout with different stories and features and faces and conversations each time, so that people get excited to read this 6 to 10 page issue every month. So yeah, that is what I have been working on for the last couple of months, keeping myself just busy and informed and trying to educate people as much as possible, while I am also learning. That is one of my favorite things to do, is learn while I'm teaching and teach while I'm learning, because learning is something that you should be doing your entire life. You know, we should always be moving and evolving and just trying to be better. Like, nobody wants to live a stagnant life. Like, if you're okay with a stagnant life, I just don't understand that. I don't even think I have a response to that, because how can you be okay just being content in one spot? Like, I love being content and being comfortable, but like, once I'm content and comfortable, that means that it's time for me to level up. That means it's time for me to challenge myself. It's time for me to go do something else, go find something else to get into, and go find just something challenging in the best way. You know, life tests you in so many ways when we're not ready and we're not in control of everything. But when you can control what you're doing and how you move and where you do what and who you do it with, that right there, especially as a single independent Black woman, is power. Okay, so yeah, I just want to inspire everybody. I just want to smile every day. I just want us to be smart, and I want us to be healthy, and I want us to stop just killing everything, killing people, killing the world. Like, we're doing stupid things for no fucking reason. Like, we already know what is bad for this planet, what is bad for all of us, and yet we continue to let things go unregulated, unsolved, and not investigated to the full capability that it should be, you know? So it's on us, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I know, and that's what I'm starting. And I've been obsessed with beauty for my entire life, and it's just time for me to contribute to change. It's time for me to help us get to this point that we need to be in 2020. So I'm gonna sit here and work on this a little more, and then I think I have some other research that I need to do in my notebook, so I'll show you guys my notebook too. So this is what we've got going on right now in the notebook. So this is where I plan the Cosmetic Clan, and that is basically my social movement, I guess you could say, social and environment movement. So right now, what we're starting with is the concerns of phthalates and preservatives, lack of cosmetic regulations, packaging waste, unsafe sourcing practices. So the people that source the ingredients in our products are not wearing protective gear, and they don't have these companies giving them health plans or checking up on them or making sure that all of these practices are ethically sound. So that's a huge thing. The people that are doing the work for us, the groundwork, and are putting their lives pretty much at risk just so that we can get a fucking moisturizer, that's insane. Asbestos and talc, they have correlations, high correlations that have been rising every year. So that's a huge concern. Like I said earlier, high chemical toxins in Black women and disproportionate Black representation in the beauty industry. So that is everything that we are talking about right now in the Cosmetic Clan, getting it started. So I'm really excited. I've got all of my objectives written down, all of the measures of success, so that we can see how we're making progress, and how we're actually going to be creating this change, because you can't create change without a fucking plan, okay? You can't just complain about something and then not do anything about it. You got to do research. You got to get people informed. You got to get people fired up about it. And you have to get people to care, because we already know we're stronger in numbers. And the more people that are bringing this to light and saying, hey, this is something that we need to pay attention to because it is important and it affects all of us, then that's how you get the change going. And I want to let everyone here know that cosmetics affects all of us, because it's not only makeup and skincare, it's your body wash, it's your feminine hygiene products, it's your dental care, it's your hair care, it's all of that. All of that is containing asbestos and toxic chemicals that are creating hardships for us. So women are having problems with infertility, or having not being able to carry a pregnancy to full term, because we have so much bad in our bodies just from trying to practice good hygiene. How do you practice good hygiene that's killing you slowly? I don't understand that. Make it make sense, you know? So I'm basically right now just doing a breakdown of everything. So breaking down phthalates, all of the research, all of the questions, and all of the interesting things that I find, and then going through with asbestos and talc and high toxins in Black women. And then I'm going to be starting on sourcing ingredients and figuring out how this process works and how companies go about finding and establishing their production processes. So that's what I'm working on here, and then we're working on face a bit more. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I just wanted to bring you guys along, show you what I've been doing. I thought it would be really fun and inspiring. You know, I like to see what other people are working on, and I prefer making these kinds of videos than just sitting down and fucking talking about makeup. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this for a little while, and I will talk to you guys soon. So I actually think I'm going to end the video here. I just wanted to kind of come on here and talk about just what I've been working on and give you guys kind of some inspiration to just do whatever it is that you're interested in, no matter who is judging you or who is not supporting you, or, you know, who thinks it's a dumb idea. It's like, that's okay. Not everyone's gonna like everything that you do, but the point is you're doing something that is going to positively impact yourself and other people. And that's just all you have to remember. It's like, okay, you don't have to like it, but that just means that it's not for you. Right? Right. Cool. Glad we're on the same page. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. There's going to be lots of similar content like this coming to my channel. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.